All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Support Esports Podcast. This is week 4 of the NA podcast, and I'm your host William, and with me I have Brock
Oh,
and Brian.
Hello.
And Brian, you won again by one game every week against me this week. I'm upset.
Weird. It's like I'm the superior analyst on this podcast.
Oh, I hate you. I just hate you.
It's like I won last year and I'm gonna win again in EU and in A.
I was holding the lead in EU until this week, but Brock, I would like to pay respects. You finally lost
yeah.
4-6 and 6-4
Yep.
after 11 weeks. 11
After
weeks
just
straight.
straight trolling.
I did that on purpose. That's
You-
because this is where
Oh, this was a tactical tank. I see.
this is the 10-0 week start.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love
None of us have
none of us had a 10-0 week.
none of us has had 10-0, so
You're about to see it this week.
Me and Brock
You-
have had 6-0.
gotta you I don't know where that what
LMS.
even region that is. Okay. But that's because he couldn't have the 4 losses that would have obviously followed
Yeah.
the 6 win. Gotta stay balanced.
Did he have 4 losses? No, I had 4 losses in the second week. He had 3. Dang it, I was gonna say that would have been amazing.
That'd be really fun.
But yeah, Brock had a perfect 100 Thieves sandwich. 100 Thieves correct game 1, game 2 through 9 all wrong, and 100 Thieves right game 10.
I'm trying to tell you, 100 Thieves is legit.
Dude, I'm so upset. I thought it was gonna be bold, and you all put him in number 3. But anyway, let's get into at least talk about the games this week.
William, it's not bold. I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's
It's not bold when you're betting on Bang and Afro Botland.
True.
Freaking
Pretty bold betting on.
and someday up top.
Yeah, I would say Afromu's not. I'd say
He
Bang
has
and
turned it
Someday.
around from the beginning.
He had
here.
one play this against CLG.
Yeah, he was just paying his respects.
Alright, game number 1 of the week was 100 Thieves versus Clutch. This was a very weird game. I was doing, to put this one in perspective, I was doing my taxes. I know, boring. Before, while I was watching the draft, I was trying to finish them up real quick.
Woo, taxes.
And I'm just sitting there doing them, and all of a sudden I hear the announcers, wait, is this Jace Jungle? I don't think my head is shot up so hard.
Yeah, I immediately took a
screenshot.
picture and Snapchatted to y'all like, no, it was a Snapchat.
Yeah. I literally was just not paying attention. I saw they picked Jace. I'm like, oh, that's a little bold for an NA team, Yeah, whatever. And then,
NAJ's.
yeah.
NAJ's Jungle.
Yeah, and not only that, I don't think it was until 2 minutes in the game I realized Zillion was top. I was so enthralled with the with the Jace
I
jungle.
honestly forgot about that.
Yeah.
The no farm Zillion top.
Yeah, the very cheese strat that I really don't want to look forward to. I don't know.
I don't think it'll. If Hooney can't do it, I don't
Well,
think it's gonna work.
it's actually it makes a lot of sense to do. I personally think Karma is a better option for it. And
It technically also worked. He was ahead in gold in
Mhm.
lane.
Yeah, he was ahead in goal. He was ahead by 20 gold or something like that in lane, or after 15 minutes, which is insane
20
considering
gold.
it wasn't much. But he was he broke even.
It was a couple hundred. It was like
Was
200 gold.
Was it? Oh, it must. I must have
Yeah,
missed zero.
At a point.
I just remember at 15, it was very close. But the fact was, he had 1 CS at 15 minutes. The whole strategy, if you don't know, came from Reddit a few days ago. With someone, I believe it was doing Sona top, and everyone was making fun of him for it. And then someone did it with Kennen and put a lot of detail into it with Kennen top with the strategy. But you go the support item, the Frostfang, and you go Klepto, and you just only poke the enemy laner. So the Frostfang and the Klepto, the amount of gold you get from those actually equals out enough to equal what your laner is CSing, so you're constantly harassing them. You intentionally try to not get any CS so that you trick the bounty system into making your opponent have a lot more CS than you, so they assume they have a lot more gold than you, I believe it is. So your opponent gets a bounty even though you're equal in money. And
this is basically bank playing before Clip.
yeah.
This was the strat for bank playing before Clip.
This is the ultimate iron and bronze strategy. Don't have to farm. You just have to fight. So I think if you are listening and you're stuck in iron and bronze, even if they nerf it, it'll probably still be better than you farming. Just go for it.
Brock's picking this strategy up.
Exactly. You have to give a lot of respect to Clutch's coach, though, for knowing when his problem is getting called out. So what's the strat we should do? Give him a champion and strategy where he's behind the enemy CS wave.
Yeah, he can't push the wave. He's not allowed to push the wave at all.
And the best part
That's
about it,
genius.
the wave stays the same because nobody's hitting minions. So if anything, the wave's always going to be pushed to him.
Yeah, especially because like as a top laner, like dealing with people like a Karma top is just gonna ruin your day. Kennen, I don't have as much problem with. I don't think because he doesn't really have the sustain of the other like Karma. I feel like Jace is just a monster. I think Jace does way too much damage. But like, I can't even imagine dealing with a Zillion or a Karma or stuff like this. That even the Sona, which people made fun of, like I feel like Sona. In a sense, like if you don't have a hard point and click CC champ up top, like
Urgot.
Yeah, well, Urgot doesn't have a point and click CC.
Yeah, he's just got like a point and click slow almost.
Yeah, he's got enough.
Like an instant slow, a flip over your head, and just getting shredded.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm thinking like if like
I know what you mean.
Cho'Gath or something like if you can just
That's
speed
not
boost
point and
through-
click either, but okay.
No. I'm saying like Cho'Gath, I feel like might struggle against it because. You constantly be poked and you're too slow, and then she can speed boost out of your Q, and it'd be kind of.
I think that's one champion that wouldn't build MR be good. You heal off your passive, but anyway.
That's true. But either way, range top laners suck to go.
We get it.
against.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, and like I think this is a very interesting strat that didn't work out. The Jace jungle didn't work out too well either. It worked okay. I won't say it worked out terribly. It was okay.
I think that this strat was shit. I don't think they wanted to play Jace jungle. I think they drafted Jace and didn't like the who was the matchup? Who did he play against? Aatrox. Maybe he does. Maybe Jace and Aatrox. If Aatrox goes all in, isn't great for Jace. I don't really play top. Maybe they called an audible and they're like, okay, we'll put Zillion no farm top. We'll try that. I don't know. I don't know why you'd put Jace in the jungle in the
I
first
think
place.
they meant to because their comp is legit the biggest poke comp you could possibly have.
But Jace in the jungle? Play
Yeah.
Nidalee if you want a poke comp.
Yeah.
It's a jungler.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a strange pick, but it didn't work at the end of the day.
Yeah, it didn't work, and 100 Thieves did end up winning, and that was their second win in a row, which was good for them. They
got gifted a confidence boost. That was a nice win too.
And Clutch Gaming has fallen. That was their third straight loss, I believe, and I'm starting to see them as frauds.
Speaking of vomit, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then we'll talk. Do you want to talk about the next game?
No. God.
Yeah, Liquid versus FlyQuest. FlyQuest looked pretty good to start this game. I feel like they looked very good against Liquid, and the only issue they started out, I believe they got first blood, they got first tower, they were winning 4-1 or 3-1 or 4-1 kill wise, and they were down in gold. They just weren't farming, I guess. Like it didn't seem like they were not farming that badly, but just
everyone was down so mad. Like at 13, I'm looking at it right now. At 13 minutes, Double Lift is at 134, while Wild Turtle's at 109, and then it's the same thing in the other lanes as well.
I think this is just the Liquid effect, where their players are just individually one-on-one so much better than their opponents. They have the one or two best player in each role on the team.
Yep, and it's like it's an issue with they're like the Power Rangers almost, where they're all individually like you said, one or two best players in their position, and then they form together and they have like the greatest team fighting. Like they are so coordinated in their team fighting, so they just form into like a huge mech. I feel like and just destroy any team in team fights. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's kind of strange too how they do it, because at the beginning of most of their team fights, before the 2025, most of the team fights that they win, it's like they're losing in the beginning, so it doesn't even look like the fight's going to be close. You're like, oh, this is actually legit.
Yeah.
Liquid's about to lose this team fight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they win the team fight. Like,
Yep.
wait, what? What happened?
And they win it with like 5 people alive. Like,
Yeah, it's
or
like, I don't
Core
understand what
JJ
just
goes down or something like that, but he went down making a 3-man stun or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have a knee-jerk reaction for you talking about Liquid because Liquid looks great in NA.
Mm-hmm.
So Liquid has battled hard through MSI. They didn't win, but they had a good showing. They win the summer split, obviously. No one leaves. It's Worlds. They defeated SKT. They're in the finals versus Griffin. They win game 1. Do you think they close the series? Have to go 2-2 versus Griffin?
I don't think they're going to make it.
At that
I know,
point,
I'm
I
just
would
saying.
absolutely say yes if I was in that position. But, like, oh no. There's no way they make it to that point in the first place.
Well, no, it's just, the plot armor. They make it to the end.
The fact that you said they took a game off Griffin, even going in this hypothetical situation, going into the finals against Griffin, I'm like, we're getting swept 3-0.
Double Lift is just popping off.
Oh man,
He's got the
is
sauce
Griffin
dripping
playing?
off him.
Is Griffin playing still the same level they're playing right now?
Yeah, Chovy broke his pinky, so like he's playing at like
He only has a 50
like-
KDA.
yeah, he's playing at like 80%.
I will say though, like
He jammed his pinky, didn't break it.
if you're going off that scenario and Liquid actually made it that far, as much as I hate Liquid, they might be able to do it.
Yeah, if they made it.
That's what I want to hear. I want to hear
Because I
like,
don't
do you think
even
they're
ex-
good enough?
Yeah, because I don't expect Liquid to get that far.
Mm-mm.
I
So
don't
if they
either, but,
get that far, maybe they can.
Yeah, I think.
But against Griffin,
I don't watch
I don't think
LCK. I need to start
Griffin's-
watching a little
Griffin,
LCK.
man. You just need to watch
I need to
Griffin.
see. I need to. Yeah, exactly. I want to see SKT and this Griffin. I hear so much about.
And Sandbox is pretty good too. Sandbox. is
And
pretty good.
Sandbox. I'll just watch all the games they play against each other.
Yeah, there you
Yep.
go. But yeah, I would consider Liquid like the second best Western team, but right now I think G2 is way better, just because they're
Really? You think they're way better?
I think
Yeah.
I think they're insane. I think they would break Liquid because Liquid starts off slow and dominates the team fights. I don't think G2 gives you the chance to even do that.
But the way Liquid has been winning is just dominating their lane.
I know. They dominate, but G2 is just on a whole nother level. I think personally, I would put
I'll
G2 as
say
like
one
the
thing.
5th or 6th best team in the world right now. In Liquid
Wow.
8th.
yeah,
8th. Wow.
yeah. I'll say one thing. If you put G2's team and take Perks out and put Liquid in, you're looking at a very fucking good game against Griffin. Like that's what I would want to see. Like I would pay to see that.
Mm-hmm. Man, this is so many. Back on NA, guys.
Okay.
Back on
Yeah,
NA.
We're talking about
We're
Worlds.
talking about
in friggin'
Worlds and
February.
it's February.
We're doing our
Sorry.
fantasy draft.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait.
We didn't do fantasy this.
There
split.
is no
Oh, well.
fantasy this split right now. They
Oh,
shut
really?
They shut
Oh,
it down for
I didn't know.
this split or the year to upgrade it.
Oh,
We
okay.
haven't even made it to game 2 yet.
I know.
Let's
We
go.
went through game 2. Let's go through game 3 real quick. Cloud9 versus
Sorry.
TSM. No, fine. I love
It's
hypotheticals.
NA. We know what happens when we do NA.
Cloud9 looked very good against TSM. It was a little shaky at the beginning. It was a pretty close game, I thought. But Cloud9, I'm proud of them for actually beating TSM. I thought that this game would be a little bit closer because coming into this week, I thought TSM was very above the rest of NA. That was proven wrong. But I still think Cloud9 is the second best team in NA, and I think that Sneaky popped off this week, by the way. But yeah, what do you guys have to say about it? Like,
I think I wasn't impressed with Christian Silas pick. Like, I was hyphy for that pick. Like when I saw him pick it, I'm like, oh my god, we have Licorice on this crazy champion, and it was just kind of like nothing happened.
really, I
wasn't
actually
impressed
thought
with it that much.
I found maybe it's because I've only seen it in EU so far. I don't watch the minor regions. I again have too much league to watch already. But I thought it was the best Silas I've seen professionally so far. That's
Well,
not
it's like-
100%.
not
Well, not only The thing about the pick though that I didn't like was you're picking it as a counter pick to the Scion. Like you want a bully lane against them, and they left lane even. So
That's
it's
true.
like to me
I
that
don't
didn't
think
work.
that's true.
I
I think they picked it. I think they
Oh,
left lane
I see
even.
what you're-
I
see
think
what
you're picking it because of all of the high impact ultimates on the other.
Yeah, the Zillion
I think
ult
that's
was
really-
clutch.
The Zillion ult, the Lissandra ult's clutch, the Scion ult's nice.
Yeah, but he didn't even utilize it.
Oh, he
Like,
he
in the
utilized
team
the
fight.
Zillion
Oh, he
one.
used the Zillion ult. He used the Lissandra ult to pick off Lissandra. I don't remember.
That feels
Erickson.
bad, by the way. I face Silas
that
as
does feel
Urgot.
really bad.
Man, I don't like getting pulled in. Like, it didn't feel right.
You're like, that's my job.
Yeah. I didn't like seeing the chains on my screen. Like, this isn't supposed to happen. But yeah, I thought Liquor's played pretty well. I don't think he played amazingly. I think everyone is too new to it at the moment to play it, like, pop off on it in professional play. But I see it as being a very good counter pick to, like you said, Brian, with a team with a lot of high impact ults. Once these players
I think that's
start...
the only time we'll see it.
Yeah, I don't think it's very
Going
good
forward.
outside of that.
Yeah,
I think that's his strength. Yeah.
I think what he did on Silas, he could have done a lot better on a different champion.
Okay, so like
I don't
you're
know- I
thinking
don't know
like
who,
like a Vlad, maybe another AP type bruiser or something like that.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
like
anything
playing
else.
Vayne versus Scion.
Well, I mean,
not
even if you're
Victor.
playing
Not
top lane,
Victor.
you're not really.
God, when I saw the Victor pick in what was it? Sorry, getting ahead. CLG's game.
Brian, I saw the Victor and I saw Scion and got banned. I'm like, I'm
My
not
head
liking
literally
this one.
dropped. I was like, no, I don't care if it's Power People. Okay, anyway, back to what we're.
All right,
we'll go-
let's
we'll get
talk
to
about
that.
CLG. Let's go next game. Guess be
Okay,
the
okay.
CLG versus
The
Echo
good
Fox.
game.
The good game.
Good game.
Well, it was a good game as in CLG won. It was
That's a good game.
kind of an ugly game though. Where
Doesn't matter.
in my eyes, I think CLG is one of the hardest teams to predict at the moment because
It's counter logic, baby.
yeah, it is. It really is. They either play terribly, which they have in 3 games now, or they play okay
Just a
to
hater.
decent, and they make the other team play terribly. Even they just drag it out and they somehow win. That's how I felt like this Echo Fox game went. I felt like Echo Fox could have easily won this game, and then they just threw it completely to
They could have
CLG.
100% won this game.
And I felt like that's the same thing with FlyQuest and C9 as well. Especially FlyQuest had like an 8K gold lead against CLG. Like every
I was
game is
laughing.
like, ah.
I was laughing so hard when Phoenix was like giving it to Power of Evil on Oriana. I was like, that's kind of disrespectful a little bit.
Yeah, and then he like did nothing in team
Yeah, and then
fights
he
for the
did
rest of the
nothing.
game. Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
God.
That's just CLG style, man. I don't know
It's
what
not
other,
though. It's not. Their style is to win early and then lose it late game. Now
I mean, yeah, we used to have that style, but now we just play late, okay?
can you guys mix like get them both in at the same time? Like play good early, mid, and late.
We could, but that's too logical.
Yeah, it's though. I mean, they're 3 and 3 now.
You'll never be a CLG fan. You just don't understand.
I don't understand. You're right. I don't.
CLG fans have to throw all logic out of the window.
No, like honestly, this is the weirdest split because I'm not upset right now, and I know like in the past I haven't been being a CLG fan just upset, but the past 2 have been really disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so
it's nice.
It's not. Yeah,
I'm
3 and 3
super
is-
happy where we are.
Oh yeah, I would take 3 and 3, especially with the chaos of this year.
Yeah, you know, after losing to Optic Academy, I was pretty down.
you're
But,
looking at 0-18 right there.
I was like, well, I'm not lying, I was looking for other teams like, maybe I can become a Clutch fan. This is a little proprietary information. I'm in Texas, you know, they're Houston Rockets. I can cheer for them.
Yeah,
So,
but they've came back and Clutch has gone down.
yeah, Clutch sucks, so
Mhm.
glad I didn't make that switch.
Game number 5 of this week was Golden Guardians versus Optic. Big and Arrow are back for Optic. And they lost to Golden Guardians. And Golden Guardians look good, by the way. I was impressed. I thought so.
Froggen looked
Froggen.
good on
Froggen
Karthus.
looks amazing. Like,
And
just give him
the thing
Karthus.
the thing that sucks is who the heck wants to ban Karthus? Like, even
Especially
in the
Karthus
jungle,
mid. It's not even like, oh, we're
Yeah.
banning Karthus jungle. You don't want to ban Karthus mid.
I mean, I say you can ban Karthus jungle against Xerxes in EU because he looked great, and maybe Yankos, but like, honestly, you can't even ban against Yankos because we're getting off topic. But still,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's a bajillion. You can't ban anything against G2, but yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, I think.
Karthus mid, oh, so nice.
Oh man, I hate the champion.
550
I
something
hate the
damage on one Skittle.
Yep, it's insane.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the champ right now. He's
What
good.
makes me so happy is that it was just like kind of like it was just last season where I was telling Will that Karthus is a good champion. I carried him in game, and he refused to believe me. And now all of a sudden, Karthus is a good champion.
But
And
he's
Will
good.
doesn't like it.
Karthus has always had one of the highest damage in the game.
Yeah.
It's just he's so
I
skill
hate it.
shot reliant.
Yeah.
I hate it. Anytime there's a Karthus on the team, I immediately don't want to watch the game anymore.
Oh, it's so frustrating when it's like, oh man, especially
They're gonna beat G2.
Another off topic. Yep.
Yankos pressed R.
Yep. Vitality made a huge outplay, and they all made it out. Oh, there's a triple kill.
Oh, never mind.
Cool.
They killed the. Oh, he can still press R when he's dead. Okay. Anyway.
We got our the next game for game number 6, Echo Fox versus FlyQuest. Echo Fox very very much surprised me, but I guess Rush has to go 1-1 no matter what. He's never been 0-2 before, so
Yeah. In NA.
in NA. But like I'm disappointed with FlyQuest. I thought they were 3-1. They lost to Liquid. That's totally fair. They looked good at the beginning. You didn't lose any brownie points from me for that.
I'm
whatsoever.
counting this as an 0-1. Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah,
but
because again, I don't count losing as Liquid as like a negative thing to you, especially if you look good like FlyQuest did. But the loss to Echo Fox really hurt them, in my opinion. I think they're much better than Echo Fox. I'm not sold on Echo Fox yet, but like, man, I just wish. I like FlyQuest a lot, but they showed some signs of weakness where their early game is getting punished more than it was in the first few weeks, where they are also like Liquid. They're like Liquid Light, where they have a slower early game and then they team fight very well, but they're just on a lower level of talent when they do it. That's the way I see it, at least.
Yeah, I mean, did y'all see the
Liquid
Lucian
Light.
Doran ring?
So,
That's kind of the Lucian Doran ring.
oh,
I think that's because
meta.
you start W and you proc your mana flow band with it. So.
Welcome to Griffin, Brock. That started with Viper. You put 3 points into W right away because Griffin
crazy.
things. Just like Redemption Olaf is now a thing because of Griffin.
I actually kind of like Redemption Olaf too. Now
It's
the more
so
I've thought
good.
about it,
It's
it
so
is really good.
stupid, but it's so genius at the same time. It's stupid in a
Exactly.
genius way.
That's kind of why I like this season so far because there's so many strange things that are happening.
Yeah, I like now that we're getting Akali gutted and Aurelia gutted and Aatrox gutted
God.
and Urgot's totally got nerfed a little bit but not gutted. But like because of that, we're
Now Urgot will just be 100% banned.
yeah.
Hopefully.
He will be banned a lot, or he's going to be picked into the top lane. Him and Sion, I think, are some of the top picks still, or moved up to like number 1 and 2 in my opinion. But
ban them. They are so boring to watch, and I
Don't-
love Scion.
except for against CLG, Brian, you don't want him to ban him.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep those ones.
Darshan can't play him anymore.
It's the only thing you can play.
That's my counter logic there.
There, I got you. I went right over my head. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. I think we're gonna see a lot of variety in the meta again, and I'm really looking forward to it. Next game, to try and speed up a little bit at least, Cloud9 versus Clutch. Cloud9 looked great because they picked the Scion. Licorice popped off as Scion. It was his first Scion game, I believe. Like Cloud9, by the way, has lost all their losses have been to Scion. So the counter to that is pick it yourself, so the opponent doesn't get to pick it. It's a very smart idea. And not only that, Sneaky popped off in this series. Holy crap! His damage. Do you see his damage to that Lissandra towards the end of the game?
Oh
Man.
yeah, he was getting like 10k damage per team fight or something.
Yeah,
in
it was
this
like
one.
ridiculous. I can't.
It was stupid.
It was so dumb. Like he
Was
over
he on the
half health.
Ezreal?
Yeah, he was on the Ezreal.
Yeah.
He over half health Lissandra with his ult alone. Like.
But did you see his build?
Yeah, it was the double
He had a
tier
Gunblade in
into
there.
Gunblade. Yep,
Mhm.
that's the hybrid build for Ezreal
Yeah.
right now. It's
Nice.
pretty
But
strong.
it's because of that W. The
Mhm.
W, it does too much damage.
Yeah, the W
Can-
is turned. The W has turned Ezreal into a late game champion. He no longer falls off like he used to.
Yeah, I need to get that out of here.
I like it.
I
I'm
like
glad
Ezreal.
Ezreal's good.
I like Ezreal. He's fun to watch. I
Well,
think.
really, I can't.
He's
say
very
that.
fun to watch. He's hard to like execute at a high level.
Yeah, he can also look completely useless in team fights if you miss all your skill shots. That's the thing.
If
I
you
don't
miss
know
the
why.
W,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
heck yeah.
look useless.
Mhm.
I think they need to nerf the tower damage.
Oh yeah, the tower damage is too much.
It's
in
a
my opinion.
little
It's
much.
I think sneaky over 70% health the tower in that same game with the W. A little too much.
Yeah. It was a little bit too much.
They don't like to do 2 point some K to a tower with one auto essentially. It's rough. But yeah, I think he's definitely another top tier pick as Israel right now, and he needs to be nerfed a little bit.
Needs to be tweaked.
Okay.
Next game was Liquid versus Optic. Big's grand entrance, man. 0-2 to start, coming back. But they look good. Big especially started this game out great. He got first blood on the brawl.
Yeah,
He was
He
2-1.
came out bigly. He came out bigly.
He was 2-1. I was very impressed. And then better than Coach JJ at the beginning of this game. And then, like we were talking about before, Liquid kind of gets out of a team fight. Like I'm like, man, they looked a little rough there. And then the next team fight happens and they 5-0. I'm like they're all full health. Like, oh, guess that's how that works.
Okay.
No, I think they 4-0'd them there. It wasn't a full 5-0. And then they took Baron, and then they 5-0'd them, and then the game was over. And it was like, I thought that game was close for a bit. But
Yeah, I still think Crown looks good. I'm still impressed.
Oh yeah,
with-
I'm still very impressed with Crown. I think
Wasn't he like 1-3 this game?
well, you know,
I mean, but
he hung in
he's
late.
also on. He's still on Optic
Yeah,
versus Team Liquid. Excuse me.
yeah. Yeah, he hung in lane against Jensen. Jensen had a slow start and then picked it up later, but like he had a slow start on the Cassiopeia.
As a Cassiopeia
Yeah.
would.
Okay. It was Cassiopeia and Sivir, like the true carries. I get it. It's not. It's hard to compare teams when they face Liquid and NA. It's just not fair right now.
See, I'm not giving Crown a pass on this because Syndra is a super safe pick in a Cassiopeia.
That's true.
So losing in lane that much is you're a pro player. Get it together. Get it together. Also, Big needs to be put on different. That man's way too good to be on Optic. Get him out of here. He had more
Yeah.
kills than anyone else in the game. other than
I also
Cloud.
think you need to just put him on Lux so he can just carry.
Yeah.
Lux Brand.
Oh god, I was so hyped. Did you watch the 1v1?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh man, he
Had to go.
played Lux in the 1v1 against Gate and beat him.
Oh, I did see it. That was at the All Stars.
No, that was on at the
No,
end of
that was on-
the post stream or whatever.
Post game lobby, yeah, whatever it is for.
It was great.
And-
I remember there being like a Lux 1v1 at All Stars thing. I think that's what I thought.
Oh no, this was in post game lobby. Big won that, and Big is the champion of Scion Speedway. By
Post
the way,
game lobby
Spoiler alert.
might be the EU one, but yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. Either way, Big was number 1 in everything. So
I mean,
makes
I
sense.
don't know. I've literally been telling y'all this since last.
You have.
You have.
I mean, this man needs a new contract.
Game number 5 of the week, or 9 of the week, was Golden Guardians versus TSM. This was a fun game to watch.
Oh my god, this game was so good.
It was so good. It was it was like, oh man, TSM's just beating Golden Guardians, but then it's like, wait, Froggen's on Karthus. we have the late game win condition of just Karthus. And man,
Yeah.
he beasted it. It was like he had insane damage numbers this game. And again, we were talking Karthus mid. You don't want to ban it because it's Karthus mid, but you might have to against Froggen. He looked amazing.
Yeah, that was a insane game. That game was actually crazy. It was so back and forth everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention
Bjergsen looked
you know,
amazing.
The sneaky Baron play that happened. What was? I don't remember, but it was such a good Baron play from, and then you're just like, what is happening? This
Yeah.
game's been so back and forth for so long.
My favorite was the Reddit comment on the top of it was classic Haunter gives first blood and TSM loses GG.
People are so funny.
They are.
Like, I don't know how people remember think of that shit.
I don't.
That's so good.
It's amazing what people can come up with right on the spot. But talk
That's
final.
a TSM fan who was like, classic.
I love it. Finally, we had 100 Thieves versus CLG. We kind of talked about this earlier. They banned first 100 Thieves banned Scion. I was so angry at CLG. I saw the next ban. They banned Urgot. I'm like, what are you doing?
Who had blue side?
100 Thieves.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah,
Because if you had the Urgot and Darshan playing whatever, but
I know.
they banned out Darshan. Yeah, forcing of the Urgot ban.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, and then they put him on Ornn, and Ornn
Such
does not look great. He held up, I guess. He started out really rough, and then he held up in the mid to late game. I just don't think Ornn is a strong champ right now. I think, if anything, he has to be on support, just because of him not having that shield. It just kills him in the top lane, especially against Poke, because now he has no sustain or anything.
Yeah, I think the problem with Ornn is Riot finally gave us a champion that we've all been asking for, and that's a tank that doesn't do damage.
We have Maokai!
But get at it. We've all seen Maokai saplings. Those things hurt.
If you build full AP!
But,
there's like
it's
20 base damage on those things.
Watching Ornn,
They need to bring back the damage if you hit people with your saplings.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, going to hiss around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Watching the Ornn late game that was actually kind of to watch.
Yeah, the ult being nerfed as hard as it did, you can really tell it does not affect team fights at all what it used to. It can still affect them a little bit, but barely any.
I don't think the Ornn is a good pick at all.
No, I mean even support, it's a pocket pick at best. I think it's
extremely situational. They better not have a Braum.
Yep.
And
which they did in this game, so that made it even worse.
They did have, yeah.
Yep. I mean, at the end of the day, it is Afromo, so.
Hey, he looked good after laning phase. Afromoon looked pretty good after laning phase.
100 Thieves, the only thing I can take from this game is that 100 Thieves are actually looking good now, and CLG just did what I expected CLG.
CLG looked fine to me. I mean, 100 Thieves has a better roster than CLG any way you look at it, player for player. I think.
I agree.
Even Onda and Wiggly, that's a toss-up. Wiggly's been in Academy, but who knows? Darshan someday, that's obviously someday.
Oh, yeah.
Who's 100 Thieves mid laner?
Huhi. You could toss that out.
Hey, he had a great week to defend Huhi.
He did have a
phenomenal week.
He had a 2015 CLG week, but I love Huhi, but I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The most depressing thing for me was when 100 Thieves took that Baron, and it looked like, I believe it was around 25-30 minutes or something like that, and CLG was corralling them into the top lane.
Oh my god.
I'm sitting there okay, they took the Baron, but you guys can get 4 kills here, this pick can still work. And then they all died.
They choked that so hard.
I think Onda played it very well. He bought a ton of time for his team, and then no one touched Bang. Here's a free firing Ezreal the whole time.
Yeah. Did you see the CS difference between Darshan and Someday at the end of the game?
It was probably a lot.
I mean, that's a rough matchup.
Someday had 409 CS. Darshan had 202.
I mean, that's like your solo queue game.
Well, I don't mean it. I can still do well.
I'm kidding, but
oh man, it's
dude, stop getting so defensive. Okay, anyway,
dude, I know I don't CS.
I'm kidding,
but I also don't go 0-4 at the end of the
Sometimes.
It's
sometimes.
usually 0 and 7.
I do that. I
Yeah.
do that. Man, it's been such a rough season for me. Alrighty, let's move on to the players of the week. This week it's not all Liquid players, so you can't get mad at me this time.
That's
It's just 4 liquid. No.
How'd you know? Top laner of the week was Hunter Theme Someday. He had a KDA of perfect, which is always
Great
solid.
week from Someday.
Yeah, finally came. He had been struggling this year. Like this split had been very questionable for Someday, but came completely back this week. He had a gold per minute of 431, CS per minute of 9, damage percentage of 21% of his team, and he went 7-0-8 on the Urgot in his first game of the week, and he just looked fantastic.
He did.
Jungle,
He did have that stat padding game against Darshan still.
That wasn't even his best game. Because
Eh.
his other game, he had a better game with the Urgot. He carried harder in the Urgot, where the second game was more bang carrying a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do have Team Liquid as the best jungler. I have Xmithy this week.
He's the best jungler, though, so that's not a surprise.
He had a KDA of 8.5, gold per minute of 371, which is a lot for a jungler, especially with the nerfs. He was much higher than anyone else. Vision per minute of 1.62, which was higher than most other junglers. And his best game was the 5-1-4 on Kha'Zix against Optic. Mid laner of the week, for sure, Froggen. He had a 5.2 KDA, which doesn't sound like that much, but I mean, he's Karthus. You die on purpose. CS per minute of 9.1, gold per minute of 440. The big stats here: damage percentage of his team, 43.4% of his damage, or of his team's damage, was through Karthus. And not only that, his average DPM was 1,075 damage per minute. That is insane. And he had a 13-5-8 game on Karthus against TSM. That was by far his best game. And if you thought those numbers were insane with Froggen, ADC of the week is Sneaky. He had a KD of 33, a CS per minute of 8.7. His damage percentage was 43.5, so 0.1% more than Froggen did on Karthus. And his Sneaky's average damage per minute on Ezreal, because he played Ezreal both times, 1,272 per minute. That is insane. I've never seen a number that high. Like,
that's pretty good.
1,000 is insane. Like I've only seen a handful of thousands, including Froggen's. This is 1,272. Like, it was ridiculous how well Sneaky played this week.
If he keeps this up, I think this is going to be his last season. Is going to be his.
You're still bold prediction there, Brock, with Sneaky's last season.
Bold prediction. I think Sneaky's retiring this season.
And then support of the week was C9 Zazel. He had a
What?
16.
It wasn't big?
You ruined it. Yeah, I was gonna say all Zazel stats, but you ruined it. I'm like, wait a minute, it's big.
Yeah.
But Zazel had a 16.5 KDA, assist of 15, vision score of 2.38, GPM of 350, his best game, blah, blah, blah. Big, however, the real support of the week, solid KDE of 1.2, average assist of 2,
Hell yeah.
vision score of 2.3,
I don't need a team.
GPM of 260, and he averaged 85 damage per minute.
Damn.
I'm talking about.
If you see this guy in your solo queue games, just dodge.
Yeah, because
And the only way you can see him in your game is if he's on your team. So still, just dodge.
You don't need that kind of stress in your life.
Oh, I love Big. I'm so sorry.
I think Big might actually be the best player in the NA period.
I love it. I always feel so bad for Messard. He's great. He's great.
I think he's a super nice guy.
Oh, he's so nice.
I'd love to hang out with him.
I know. He was
How about
getting,
it?
not only that,
I
he
love
was
that
getting teased as well on the podcast, saying that he's trash because Optic went 0-2 with him. Freak was calling him trash. And I'm like, oh no.
No, but like really, when you think about it, Arrow he didn't look that great from what I remember.
I want to see Asta personally.
I want to see Asta. I mean, I always thought when they were switching between Big and Gate, they were pretty interchangeable. I don't think either one of them is much better than the other.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, Gate looks better with Asta, so
Yeah. So sorry. Oh man. All right, let's go over play of the week. We're already 40
There's
minutes.
two of them
in.
this.
Two of them. Let's go.
Yep. The first one is just going to be a pretty big play from a support, which you don't expect. And also, it's going to be from CLG, and I don't expect much more of them.
Hell yeah.
And I don't expect much more of them on here either. So
Oh,
this was good.
rude. All right.
Until we take down TL in the second half.
I believe.
Anyway.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
There. I think it was probably because Monty was like, "Hey, I got a lantern for you," and then he literally was just outplayed by Bob Frost.
Now,
I
in
love
case
that
you
play.
missed that, the Biofrost with his 300 IQ notices the Thresh Lantern and just places a ward on top of
The best.
it, which is
He-
such a good play.
He placed it right where his cursor was because he immediately attacked the
Yep. He attacked it the second it came out of, or it came in.
10,000 IQ.
Yeah, that was
100% luck, but yes.
yep. And an even crazier play
All
was
right.
the play of the week.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
They aren't able to get much of it off the table, trying to go for the reset here. Let's take another look at the engage, though. They know that this is the lane to go for. Svenskeren with a good flash. As that, actually, they aren't able to.
That may be the craziest thing I've ever seen, Sven. Because the timing on that has to be perfect, and he's doing it as Lucian. I'm pretty sure
I believe Lucian flashes, yeah. Or
He dashed.
he dashed.
He
Okay,
did
yeah, so he did
as-
the flash.
And that timing is insane.
Oh, yeah.
And after the season that Svenskaren's had so far, it surprises me that he actually did that.
You don't like Disco Nunu
No.
in pro play?
Can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah, it was a very clean Camille game, especially for being probably the last Camille game Svenskaren's ever going to play, because
Yep.
Camille Jungle got nerfed to the ground with just a
Yeah.
simple E does not stun monsters anymore. Which,
Really?
Yep, which I actually didn't know it did. So my 1 or 2 Camille jungles, there's a reason why I sucked with it compared to top lane. I never knew that until this patch. I'm like, oh, it does, doesn't it? I knew it internally, but when I was jungling, I would never use it for I usually only do Xin Zhao jungle. I'm not a big jungler at all, but I saw that. I'm like, that is why I sucked with Camille jungle. I knew it right away. And the lack of skill. That's also a thing too.
Nah, you're the best.
All right, let's get into our power rankings. Week 4, we all have the top 4. We're very together here. Team Liquid, obviously number 1. I don't think we need to say much about that. They're best team. C9, I also think number 2. I don't think there's too much to say. They've lost a few games, but I think they're.
They lost to some pretty solid teams.
Yeah, they lost to
Yes.
Liquid and they lost to CLG.
CLG.
Yeah, there you go. Both games they lost to Scion as well. So now, as long as they think
Solid
about it,
ass team.
ban Scion or pick him, and then you'll never lose to C9.
I
100
forgot
Thieves.
C9
Oh,
lost it.
yeah, they lost to CLG.
I feel like I should take the top 5 now. Anyway, 100 Thieves?
100 Thieves. Oh man, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so bold. I'm gonna put 100 Thieves. I had them 9th last week. Let's see where did you guys have them 9th or you had them? You guys both had them 7th. I had them 9th. I had them way lower than you guys. I was much more disappointed. Now they looked amazing this week, and they looked like they really meshed together. I'm like, I'm putting them all the way up to 3rd. Then I get your guys' power rankings before this thing. I'm like, oh, you both have them at 3rd too. Cool. That's not that bold. Thought it was.
Yeah, I mean they have one. They probably have a better roster than C9, arguably, but I don't know.
Arguably.
C9 just international superstars
Yeah, for sure.
C9 knows how to.
plus Niski. But anyway,
C9 knows how to, they're a lot like Liquid. In the sense that they have such a good team, and they actually know what to do with it. And 100 Thieves is they have this good team, so now they're just trying to figure out what they're supposed to do now.
Yeah.
And I think they figured it out.
I know it's way too
I think
early
it's-
to predict. Oh, sorry.
I think with 100 Thieves, it's a lot of communication too. I mean, you have a Korean ADC who has never played in an NA, so his English can't be the best.
I think his English is good, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Is
Bangs,
it?
Bangs is pretty decent. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
never mind.
so. But still, I mean, in the middle of team fights, I'm sure when it gets hectic, his English isn't
Oh yeah.
where it should be. So I mean, I do get where you're coming from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I think I think they look very good, and I know it's way too early because we're still in spring split, but like they look like the three best teams. Like if we can almost have a repeat of the three teams going back to.
Yeah, it's arguable. I mean, like the team I have in fourth did beat the team that we have in second. So
You're right. You're right. Team we all
You
have.
never
We
know.
all have. Even Brock has CLG in fourth. Brian, that's how you know it's legit.
hey, real recognizes real. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, we all think CLG is the fourth best team currently.
I
and-
don't care if we all have them as sixth. I just want them in the playoffs so I can actually get somewhat excited for it.
Even if it's
like-
you might want fifth, Brian. You might want fifth.
I don't care if it's six, and I can go,
Oh, I guess sixth wouldn't play.
and I
against Team
can go.
Liquid.
It's gonna be Cloud9's like
Brian's gonna be so happy to dust off that 2014 CLG jersey he's got.
15, but I don't have a jersey. I actually don't buy league clothes.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Takes off his hat and puts on his Detroit Red Wings one.
Okay, so next we all have those top four. Me and Brian, we both have FlyQuest number 5. You're more sold on Echo Fox, especially like at number 5. Brock, why is that?
I think Echo Fox showed a good amount in the FlyQuest game. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of the things where you were saying that it's hard to put a team above another team who lost to them.
Yeah, and then I went and did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, that was kind of the only reason. But these two, it's like the same in a lot of other regions. I could put them at 5 and not be as surprised either.
Mhm.
But I think beating FlyQuest put them ahead of, for me, put them ahead of FlyQuest in the rankings.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Then I'm just not sold on them. Yeah, I haven't.
This is one where if I could combine placements, I'd put them on the exact same
Yeah.
step.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I
Yeah.
personally, I know they lost to him. I just think FlyQuest
Yeah.
has more potential. It's like a
Th-
weird
that's
thing.
that's the reason why I put them ahead. I was like, FlyQuest looked really good in the beginning of like the first, so I just don't think that Echo Fox is actually them, even though.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm sitting. Like I'm thinking, like it comes down to that situation with me where it's like best of 3 all of a sudden. Does FlyQuest win a best of 3 against Echo Fox? And I've in my mind I say yes, but like because I think FlyQuest is very good this year, and I think they just had a little bit of a slip up this week. I did drop them down the 5th, but I think. I don't. There's something about Echo Fox that I'm a hater. I guess I don't know. Like I just don't. There's something about their team. I just don't think they're very good, even though they're 3-3. It's a weird. It's a weird thing.
Brian had that same issue last season.
Yeah. So like I have Echo Fox 8. You have number 6. I have Golden Guardian 6. I am back on the hype train. I'm so disappointed I didn't listen to our friend Lars. He told me to
Yeah.
predict both Golden Guardians wins because they would honor his NC State team for their 24 points in their basketball game, which is very embarrassing. But he said
That's very bad.
no, it was like one of the worst games ever. I think they
was
shot
that
like
was
10%.
that the women's team that
Nope.
played? Jeez.
Oh yeah, it was ugly. But yeah, they're 2-4 now, and that was what they were honoring him with. And I'm back on the train. I think very similar to a lesser extent than 100 Thieves. I think Golden Guardians has a lot of talent, like on the whole squad, and I think it's taken a little bit for them to mesh together and play well. And I'm hoping that those wins catapult them to the next level. Sadly, they go against Liquid next, so that's kind of unfortunate. But hey, Golden Guardians is Liquid's kryptonite, so who knows? And then we have TSM 7. Brock, you have them 8. I think we're all kind of disappointed with TSM right now.
Very disappointed.
I think Bjergsen played his heart out with that Lissandra in that game. He had so many
Oh, he
man
was-
stuns.
What's going on?
Yeah.
He needs to leave. Yeah, if he doesn't leave at least next spring split, if not in the summer,
Yeah, I mean,
they must be paying him a lot.
there was literally nothing more Bjergsen could have done.
Yeah, like seriously.
Like there was actually nothing more he could have done.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever
man.
seen Alessandra hit that many like 4 to 5 man stuns in a game and
Dude.
lose.
He did it under their tower. It was under their inhib tower, and he got a 5-man stun, and they still lost the team fight.
That also, one of the potential play of the week, was it Huhi's Lissandra flank?
Oh God, yeah, that was
Ooh,
amazing.
that was clean.
Yeah, I was so happy.
That
with
was against my team, wasn't it?
No, that was against.
Oh, it
that
was in the
first
other
week.
game?
Yep.
Okay, good. Whew. I can't remember. They all meshed together.
Yeah.
You know, I watched so many games. So.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I've been taking
I mean,
mean, notes as of this week.
Yeah, EU, NA, it's like 20 games.
I even take notes now of the draft. So when I'm talking about games, I actually know some of the like the champions. I'm not like, oh, is this the one that they played Galio in or something like that? I try to write down the draft before every game and make a little note about who I think wins. So
I still just try and watch every game because you know.
Yeah.
And if I don't watch it live, I'm probably not going to watch the VOD.
I watch so many VODs.
if it's Worlds, it's different.
Yeah, well,
if it's MSI, it's different.
The worst thing is that doing it like this is MSI and Worlds is gonna be a vacation for me.
I know.
Watching
That's
all
so
those
funny.
games is gonna be a relief. It's only like 6 games a day instead of like on Saturdays. It's like 20. It's between 22 and 28 games on Saturday when all the leagues are playing. It's been Chinese New Year.
Unfortunately,
so
you'll probably watch less LMS though.
I will. Oh man, I love the LMS. they are a dumpster fire right now. 2-1 is first place, 1-2 is last place. It's insane.
Wow.
It's everyone's beating everyone. It's kind of like NA, but like on a worse scale.
Is that series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been on Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year as well. So
okay.
They're back this week. Okay, so that's all of our games. I guess we have Optic and CG as last teams. If you guys want to talk briefly about them real quick, I think it's pretty obvious that they're the 2 bottom teams at the moment. I don't think
if Optic put in their freaking academy, maybe with Alorum or Dokla, I think both of them have looked fine.
Not
Honestly,
Dokla this week. Dokla had a terrible week, I thought.
Oh, did he? Well, I mean, I think Dokla got in a week.
Yeah.
But or something. But anyway, if they put in Asta over Arrow,
Yeah.
as much as I love the bigliest support that we have,
Oh, man.
what's his face? I think Gate is better.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. I know I'm gonna get flamed for this. I think I might put them above Golden Guardians and TSM. I think they looked really good.
Wow. I mean that's not that big of a
Not
stretch.
crazy.
Even.
Yeah.
And I just want to say I hate you for going against our like mascot of this podcast over the last year.
I think he will prove me wrong and make me eat my own.
Oh, you just lagged out completely.
Oh well, sorry. I'm on my ancient laptop. I think he'll make me eat my own words. Is what I was trying.
It lagged out again, but it wasn't like completely. It was like the exact same time.
He's taking me over.
It's what you get. It's what you get.
He's listening.
He's DDoSing. He's DDoSing you.
Dude, if Big ever heard this, he'd probably be like, "What the fuck are these guys?
Yeah, these
They
are a
don't
bunch
know
of
shit."
scrubs.
Except for
Well-
me.
That's true. You are
I've
like
been
the big disciple.
Yeah, I've been a big nut rider since last season.
You're the bigliest disciple of all time.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to predictions. Let's wrap it up. We're almost at an hour. Let's go to game number 1 is going to be TSM versus Optic, where the issue we have here is by picking early like we do, we don't know what Optic's team is. And because I have a feeling it's still going to be Big and Arrow, I don't think they're going to give up on Arrow, especially Arrow just coming over with the visa. They're not going to be like, oh, play 1 week and now you're done no matter what. Like, I think they'll give them another shot. I think that TSM is going to win this game because of that. I think Sven will dominate Arrow because Sven has actually had a very good year, I think, for TSM.
Yeah. I still have Optic.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is kind of one where I feel like their roster came over and like it's their first week on stage. I think Medios is really good. I think Brown is really good. I think they'll work out some kinks and they'll carry through mid. I think Dokla Alorum. I don't hate Dokla.
Yeah, I don't hate him. Yeah, he just had a very poor week. That's all.
Yeah.
I've really liked him before this. Like,
I think
not
I
that
think
big.
with some of the changes, maybe he can sneak that Yorick in, and maybe he'll carry. So
I want him to. That Yorick is beast.
I'm sure Scion Urgot will be off the table. They've been banning a bunch of top laners, I feel like.
if
So who knows?
if he gets Yorick though, you gotta ban Silas because that is broken. By the way, you literally
Man,
just
I
steal
didn't think
it
about that.
and you have it. Especially with the buff that you can just move it as long as it doesn't. Basically, as long as you hold it. Like I said, I've only faced it once since the update, and I've only seen it a few times. But like, is if you force it to not go to towers, it never dies. It like never ever dies. It's insane. It just can
Yeah.
constantly push waves. It's so good.
I also want to make the caveat: if any of the teams that I pick Silas, I want to be able to change it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
But who knows?
denied. Overruled.
Okay.
Brock, what's your pick?
TS. Easy game.
Kind of guessed. You think it's gonna be an easy game for TSM? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that easy, but I think they'll win through bot lane.
I think Big is probably going to get like 6 to 7 kills this game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Sounds about
seeing
right.
as how all the kills are going to be on Big,
It's a negative of being that good as a support.
yeah, sometimes it's just, hey, I think maybe him and Arrow should swap roles.
Oh man.
Big should just be the carry.
Yeah, Big should
Yeah.
absolutely get the carry.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to buy that. What's it called? Blade of the Ruin King on Braum to get that attack speed
But
Braum coming out.
hey man, AD Braum is cheesy up top. It can happen in solo queue. That stuff hurts. I've faced one before. It's been a long time, but you don't expect the amount of damage an AD Braum can pull out. It's just like freaking Tarek top. Like that hurt. I didn't. That also does a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Game number 2 of the week is Team Liquid versus Golden Guardians. I want to pick Golden Guardians. I really do. I think it's two different teams than the Golden Guardians meme of the update. Team Liquid can never beat Golden Guardians. I think Team Liquid went 1-3 against them last year throughout the whole year, and that's saying something considering Golden Guardians finished in 10th place both times, and Team Liquid finished in first for both splits. It's usually not what happens. I think my issue was that it was always Matt that somehow popped off on Golden Guardians like every game. And one of those games of doublets was also on Vlad. So
Because he fucking hated playing against Team Liquid, his old team.
Yeah,
I was 10th place with y'all. I'm 10th place still.
And now you guys are first. He took all that rage and just dominated those games, I felt like, in the bot lane. And now you have... But what he was dominating against was against Olay. And now that Olay's on Golden Guardians, I think Core JJ will take quite... I think Core JJ is in the running for, like, MVP of NA right now. He's been absolutely insane. I cannot overstate his value anymore. Like, it's awesome. So I have Team Liquid. Until Team Liquid shows that they can even be vulnerable in late game team fights, I gotta pick them.
Should I send you that clip that I was going to meme you with?
Azael. They're beatable. They look beatable.
Yeah. This is actually one of the times where I'm picking against Liquid, but I'm not doing it to meme.
That's
I'm
true.
actually picking it against Liquid. I'm picking Golden Guardians to beat Liquid strictly because I know how Liquid plays against teams who they feel are just that much worse than they are. They half-ass some of the games. And Golden Guardians is actually coming off of a good week.
They are.
So I think Liquid is going to leave themselves open somewhere this game. And a very not good team right now is going to take advantage of it. And as much as I hate to say, I think this is probably going to be
This is the one time I agree with you that it's not a troll pick. I think it's very possible that this could happen. Brian?
Who did you pick, Will?
Team Liquid.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree.
Like same thing as me, where until they show any vulnerability past 20 minutes in a game.
Yeah, one thing I haven't liked, and I know I've noticed this a lot more in EU, they've been asking G2, like, what is your weak? In one, why would they ever answer?
Yeah, that's a really
They just
bad
say like,
question
well,
to
we don't have one. But like, I don't know. I just haven't from TL either, so.
Yeah, it's a really weird question that you don't really want to answer if you know specifically what your weakness is and other teams aren't figuring it out. Why would you want to tell anyone? Like,
Yeah,
make them do the research.
exactly.
Uh,
It's a lazy
yeah, it's
question.
a lazy interview question.
While we're
And
on Liquid, real quick, before we actually go, I actually watched a clip because we talked about G2, where they were asking what G2 thought about Liquid,
yeah,
and he said that
fourth place.
he'd like to play against Liquid, and he called Doublelift a decent player.
Yeah,
Who? That was Perks
did-
though.
Yeah, that was
Perks is like a top shit talker.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I know,
He
but I was just it
knows
was great.
Doublelift's gonna see that and just be like, "Use this fucking mid lane a player at ADC."
If I think G2 would beat Liquid, but I think they would win in lane against Perks.
Yeah, I don't think.
Well,
they're
I
gonna-
mean, Perks is losing in lane to some people in
yeah,
EU.
yeah,
I definitely think
yeah. I just
poop
don't,
on him.
for as good Jensen is, I don't think he can hold up with Caps. Caps is insane. He's best
Oh,
Western player right now,
absolutely.
and all the
100.
West. And then
Yep.
I think Wonder would be able to stomp Impact as well, unless Impact got something like Scion. Though Impact is popping off on carries, so maybe
Yeah,
I'm wrong.
I think Wonder's like the worst player on G2.
Really, I consider it Perks at the moment.
Perks?
Yeah, I consider. It.
Perks? No, Perks has been popping off recently.
Yeah, I think it's clear that Perk's the weak link. But that's a weak link on a team that's
Yeah,
doing amazing.
it's the same situation for me as it is with Team Liquid, where Impact is the weak link of Liquid. He's the third best top laner, and the weak link, and he can beat pretty much anyone in a 1v1 in NA right now. Especially with his team winning it, it almost puts him in advantage over Licorice in Sunday because his team's winning everything else, so he doesn't have to worry about it as much. But let's move on to game number 3, which is Cloud9 versus Echo Fox. I've said I'm an Echo Fox hater right now. I'm sorry. Personally, I'm just an Echo Fox hater at the moment. And I think C9's second best team in the league at the moment. And I'm going to pick them to win. As long as they ban or take Sion. Because they look pretty bad at going against Sion for some reason. They don't know how to handle it. Which is not good.
Yeah, I think this one was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, the only reason I liked Echo Fox last season was because of Hooney.
Like
So
Solo.
yeah, this is kind of Nah, this is.
I don't
kind of
hate
no-brainer.
Solo.
I don't hate him.
I
But
think
he's
this-
very meh to me. I think
I got Cloud9. Put me down for seeing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Game number 4, we have 100 Thieves versus FlyQuest. Man, FlyQuest, I love them. 100 Thieves looks too good right now. I think they're really meshing well, and I think they're going to be able to exploit some of FlyQuest's weaknesses. And I think that 100 Thieves is going to win this game.
I also have 100 Thieves winning this game.
I also have 100 Thieves. I think putting them third in our power rankings
Shows that we're all on the
kind
hype
of
train.
makes us. Yeah, we all. But I would not be shocked to see this go FlyQuest's way.
Oh no, it's not like I'm thinking this is gonna be a blowout, but I just think 100 Thieves is gonna punish FlyQuest. FlyQuest has some very early game weaknesses that they need to hopefully patch up. I think.
Yep.
And they'll be a great team if they can do that. Finally, the last game of day 1 is Clutch Gaming versus CLG. I've put Clutch Gaming in dumpster fire for me. I put them at number 10. I think that this team can pop off at any time with their players that they have like Hooney. I don't think it'll be enough, though. I think CLG is okay enough to take them down. Sorry, Ryan. I can't commit to CLG yet. I can't do it. But I'm still
okay.
picking
I'm
them.
okay with you not committing, but you still picked them.
I still picked them.
Yeah. CLG is going to. And if they don't, it's just counter logic. And it wasn't meant to be.
It was,
And that means we'll just go 1-1.
Brock,
Oh god, I hate picking CLG.
you hate it?
I hate it, but I'm picking CLG.
Oh,
Hell yeah, Brock. Welcome aboard, buddy. You want me to get whose jersey do you want? You want me to get you a Wiggly jersey?
I'd actually prefer you send me a Huhi jersey from when he played for CLG.
Who he is no longer on the team, and we don't talk about him. I'm kidding. He was so meh on CLG recently, so
Yeah,
He was meh until this week on 100 Thieves. Way below meh until this week.
yeah,
Uh,
agreed.
Next game number 1 of day number 2, is Echo Fox versus 100 Thieves. Like I said, Echo Fox hater. I'm hating on Echo Fox, and I'm 100% sold on 100 Thieves. It's very easy for me to pick 100 Thieves. And both times I put exclamation point 100 Thieves. That's so I'm an idiot.
Yep.
100 Thieves. All right, we're all on board. We're all on board. So we all have Echo Fox actually going 0-2 this week. Nice.
Oh wait, no.
No.
I actually think I did pick Echo Fox. Let me check. I was just thinking.
Because of
Yeah, this is my disparity. I have Echo Fox winning because I believe in the Rush 1-1.
the 1-1. I was thinking about that myself.
I am believing in the 1-1. I had to. I remember picking. I was like, they're probably not going to beat C9, so they have to go 1-1.
Yeah,
until it doesn't happen. Until it doesn't happen.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I didn't know about this Rush going 1-1 thing until this week, and I'm like, oh, I gotta remember that when I pick Echo Fox, and then I see C9 and 100 Thieves. I'm like, well, shit. It's like the worst week for that.
I mean,
but it can happen.
Like, who did 100 Thieves beat? They beat CLG, and I mean, that was just like outmatching top lane. Getting rolling. Who else did they beat?
Clutch.
That's
I mean, that's like you should win that.
Yeah, but their losses
Besides
are
week
also
1.
to Team Liquid, C9, and the TSM loss looks pretty bad, but
yeah,
Team Liquid and C9 are very okay losses.
But TSM is coming off that heater to Golden Guardian.
Yeah, speaking of Golden Guardians, our next game of the week is CLG versus Golden Guardians, and I'm sorry, Brian.
ban Karthus, easy stomp.
Ban Sion and make them ban Urgot and easy stomp the other way. Oh,
but
man.
I think Froggen has looked horrid. Not on Karthus.
That is true. So that's a very valid point. I'm still picking Golden Guardians because I think that you can. I think you can exploit CLG through the top lane with a simple Sion ban. I think that's all it takes. Unless you're on
if
red
you
side,
ban the Scion, make him hope God he doesn't pick the horn. Give him the Maokai. He has been on Maokai duty before. You need a tank. You need CC. Your boys got it. A lot of the top laners that just smash Maokai have gotten a little nerfed. Probably won't be played. Who knows?
I feel like Maokai's just in an ugly position at the moment. Like not just Maokai, just all tanks that don't do damage at the moment.
But Darshan's Maokai, man. It's pretty good.
If that's what you're hoping for the win, you're looking at the bottom of the barrel. I think.
Nah, just put him on Victor. He'll pop off.
Put him on Poppy. Maybe Poppy's.
Oh yeah. That's a good pick.
Poppy does some damage. Like you need.
Poppy
to do
does stupid
Poppy
damage.
does retarded amount of damage. I do not like the amount of damage Poppy can do. Same with Sion though. Sion does way more damage than any tank should be allowed to do. It's almost like the
Sion has an armor shred, so it's different.
It makes sense, I guess, but it's almost like Mundo back when Mundo was super meta last split, where it's like
put him on Mundo. I'm okay with that. HP tank, Pokey, doesn't die.
Not terrible.
Solo queue it up.
No.
Last season?
Everyone played Mundo last season. He was super meta.
Yeah, but I remember there was one person in particular who had a game where they just popped the fuck off.
Everyone.
You're probably watching my solo queue.
Maybe.
Anyway, Brian, you have CLG then?
I do.
Brock?
Who do you think?
I'm just glad I don't have to pick CLG again.
See, this is where my superior analyst.
It can work.
I can go out on a limb and pick Echo Fox over 100 Thieves because I believe in the Rush 1-1 strat.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get that right because it's like Brock's 6-4 thing.
Yeah, got it.
And then y'all don't believe in CLG.
I believed in him to beat Clutch.
Well, I mean, I hope. Would you pick Golden Guardians over Clutch?
Yes.
Too. Would you pick TSM over Clutch?
Yes.
What about Optic?
Yes.
Okay, you think Clutch is the worst team. That's why you have him as 10.
It makes sense, huh?
You didn't ask if we would pick Liquid over Clutch.
Well, you didn't. You had Clutch Gaming above Liquid in the standings for a week.
Sure
for
did.
week 2.
Never forget that.
That's changed. Speaking of Liquid, though, we're on to game number 7. Liquid versus TSM.
Yeah, Liquid, go
That's
next.
all I got is Liquid. Until like I've said before in the other one, they got to show vulnerability past 20 minutes. They've shown vulnerability pre 20 minutes. They have looked invincible after 20 minutes in team fights.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
In NA. There's not that. I'm not saying that they're invincible against other like top tier teams. Brock.
Huh? Oh, Liquid.
Woo!
I don't want to pick Liquid, but it's one of those things where I know Bjergsen is going to have a good game, but he can't carry TSM's heavy ass.
I fully agree with you there. It's going to be very similar to the Golden Guardians game.
It sucks. TSM is one of my favorite teams. I hate it.
That's why I was very surprised. All right, we got FlyQuest versus Clutch is game number 4. I think this is finally where FlyQuest recovers after a 3-game losing streak, but they lost to 100 Thieves. They lost to CLG. Was that in the? No, they lost to 100 Thieves. They lost to CLG, yes, but they lost to. Actually, yeah, that would have been a 4-game losing streak now I think about it, because they lost to CLG there. So that was rough for them. But they're gonna recover. No, they beat TSM in there. Never mind. They lost 4-5. We'll just say that. But I think they're gonna recover and they're gonna win this game against Clutch Gaming because, like I said, I think Clutch Gaming is the worst team in the league at the moment.
Think you're not
I
wrong.
don't disagree.
Do you all have FlyQuest then?
Yes.
And then finally, the last game of the week. To wrap it up, we have Cloud9 versus Optic, and I think Cloud9's the second best team in the league, and I have Optic floating towards the bottom. If they put their academy team in, I have them a little higher, like possibly playoff team. But either way, I still think Cloud9 wins no matter what.
I hate, but I have to agree with you.
Yeah, I think big solo kill he's going to get on Sneaky before 10 minutes isn't going to be enough to win the game.
Solo kill. Oh, I'm gonna love it if it happens.
Never know.
It could. So we all have C9. Brian, we have 3 different picks this week. I can tie you. I can make up my whole ground in 3 games.
Which picks do we have different?
Game number 1, TSM versus Optic. Game number...
Wait. I picked Optic over TSM?
Yes, you did.
Dang, that's stupid, but okay.
Game number 6, 100 Thieves versus Echo Fox. And game number 7, Golden Guardians versus CLG.
Okay, you won't tie me, but you'll probably be within 1.
No, I'll only be within 2 because I'll only gain 1 point out of it. But that's it, though. So we can wrap up the podcast. It's been an hour and 12 minutes. Not too bad. Thank you guys for coming. We can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/KingLinkFan, YouTube at youtube.com/KingLinkFan. I upload these right after the podcast, or right after it's live, so it's only a few hour delay. And we are also on Twitter at Support Esports, and you can follow us there. Thank you guys for coming.
Haven't tweeted in a while, but we're there.
Haven't tweeted in a while, but we are there. And maybe we'll make a new Twitter account once I get all my stuff together, but it takes a lot of work.
We probably will, so just forget the Twitter.
Yeah, we won't mention it anymore because the whole rebranding thing that I want to do, I'm really excited for it. But it's so much work. It's like what I want to do with it is so much stuff to do, and it's like exhausting. It's not that I'm like working on it every day, but it's like if I did, I could probably get it out in like 2-3 weeks.
We have real jobs. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for LCK. No, we won't because we already did LCK. See you tomorrow or Wednesday for LMS. Bye.
Bye.